Morning, guys. I don't know. Yes, it's too early to be awake, but I don't sound like somebody hit the hood of my car or something. I don't know. Some kind of loud bang. Um, let's check the Sentry footage. I don't see anything. I mean, so behind us is all the semi trucks are parked for the night or whatever they're doing. Maybe one of them was doing something. I don't know. Whatever. I, I'm 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 still stunned. So when I get back to Lago Vista, it'll be in the 60s as highs, and it was 92 here yesterday. Okay, wow. Yeah, I didn't even think that was really a possibility, so I didn't bring like Crocs or anything. And actually, this is perfect weather for Crocs. But okay, whatever. So while I was waking up, I checked X, and I found that if I saw it right, they've opened a new supercharger. And it's just 18 miles from where I am right now. So, figure I'll go over there and see what's up. Give me a chance to wake up a little bit more. But there we are. Yeah, there's a part of me, when I lived in Florida before, we didn't have air conditioning. No, our house, we had a fireplace with a chimney that ran up the center of the house, and my bedroom was one of the ones that shared the chimney on the second floor. But we didn't have air conditioning. Now, my parents had air conditioning in their room. They had one of those window units, right? But we didn't, so I got used to having the fan almost right next to me blowing air on me. Yeah, that's how I grew up. Well, when I was a teenager, that's how I grew up. Anyway, yeah, such mixed feelings having grown up in Florida, being here. Although this is the center of Florida, not the East Coast. Yes, I grew up in Vero Beach. Anyway, whatever, peace and harmony. Some of you know that part about me, some of you don't. But whatever, peace and harmony. Welcome to day 6. Today is what this trip is actually about. We get to go see Electrify Expo in Orlando, which is new this year. And try to find a VinFast car to test drive. Although I don't know what they're not going to have the Coda track to go test drive it on. But that's fine. What you really want to do is drive it in a more neighborhood type setting. Okay, whatever. Peace and harmony. We'll see. Of course, you won't see this for at least a couple more days, so no problems there. But anyway, good morning, guys. Glad to have y'all with me. Okay, so just because a car's coming up on my left doesn't mean I have to move to the left. I could be perfectly fine in the right lane. If only I get that through to you, California Road Rager guys in the AI team. Come on. Well, there you go. At least part of the park was brought to you by Auto Park. Of course, I was almost already in before he detected it, but whatever. I'll try to give him credit where I can. What's it say? 19 miles. Wow, 19 miles. 31 minutes, 395 watt hours per mile. All right, so I started cold from the rest area. Cold, relatively speaking, it's 70 degrees outside, 71. What? Sorry, I'm still stuck on Central Texas weather, and I brought shorts with me, thinking, well, maybe it'll be nice and I can wear shorts, but and I have shorts on. But when I looked at the weather last night, like, well, it might be 65 degrees. Like, well, it might be a little chilly, but it'll be we can suck it up. It's 70. Holy cow! Anyway, where are we? So we're over here. This is supposedly a new supercharger. So I was like, wow, cool, awesome. So let's get charging. Okay, so I better give credit where credit's due. Um, Obviously, I had to back out of my parking space at the rest area. And actually, I think I drove through the entrance ramp onto I-4. But once I was on I-4, FSD on, FSD drove all the way to the superchargers. Actually did a good job. It's just, he has a funny habit of, there's two funny habits. The first habit, and I hadn't noticed before, but anytime a car was coming up from behind me, FSD would throw on the high beams to get as much vision as he could before that car passed. Once the car passed, he went back to low beams. But he had been driving with the low beams on before that car was coming up. So I don't know why he had put on the high beams. It's just quirky, okay? There may have been a few people off in the distance going the same direction I'm going. They might have found it odd. I don't think it would have bothered them too much. And the other quirky thing is, when I first got on the highway, FSD was okay being in the outside lane. It didn't complain about it. He just, okay, fine, that's where we are, we're okay. As soon as a car went by, then he's like, oh, wait, because it's a three lanes each direction. As soon as the car went by, like, wait, there's no, I can get in the middle lane. Oh, I have to be in the middle lane. That's where the route is. Oh, come on. Actually, I think I did do a break on this. The office side message, is there any way we could just stay in the outside lane? You know, when your assumption is you're one of the fastest cars on the road, I get what you're doing. But it's early Saturday morning. I'm driving peaceful. I don't need to be road raging down the road. Okay, whatever. Peace and harmony. The good news is FSD handled everything, and it was beautiful about it, except for that need to be in the middle lane when the outside lane works just as well. Maybe even better. Okay, whatever. Peace and harmony. Knock on wood. I may not be able to use FSD the rest of the day. Once FSD wakes up and does good, it's usually going to be not so great the rest of the day. Anyway, peace and harmony. Okay, guys. Well, yeah. So I had a bunch of time free, right? I'm about to go down to the expo now. It opens at 10 if I remember right. So and it'll take about half an hour to get there. So, but with all the spare time, I thought, okay, I went to go review this charger. Kind of interesting. It's one of those like, well, why is this here? Okay, and I think I found the answer, but oh man, they probably really need level 2 charging, I would think there, but I don't know. Anyway, so with the free time, I thought maybe I'd go to Starbucks. Well, Starbucks wasn't open. And so I went back to using my phone as a hotspot, and bam, it's working great. So I guess in the early mornings, I have good performance as a hotspot. In the evenings, it really slows down. Okay, whatever. It's just the way it is. So for those of you following, and you're going to see this before you get this video clip, but so I've uploaded a bunch of charger visits. I tried to focus more on the ones that had issues. It's always more important to share education experiences, and hopefully to share with Tesla that, hey, you might want to come out and check these out, make sure they're okay, that kind of stuff. They're going so crazy with all the new installs, it's probably hard to keep up with all the old stuff. But anyway, here's the good news: is if you're using Tesla Supercharger network, you're pretty much covered. I mean, there's a few places where if you're going there, and if you're going there, you probably already know where I'm talking about. I mean, it's like central. It's not central Texas, but Texas, west of Austin a ways. There were spots in there that would be hard to get to, or hard to get there and back. Let me put it that way. And one of those, oh shoot, I forgot the name of the place, but they just installed a supercharger at the HEB in that town, so that's not a problem there anymore either. So it's gradually grinding down to where, yes, you don't really have a problem. Okay, anyway, now for the exciting stuff. Let's get going. Okay, at least we're parked. Okay, 13 miles, 33 minutes. We're kind of going through some city streets, or whatever you want to call it. 232 watt hours per mile, and that shows. Okay, let's get going. Okay, with that part done, let's start moving on towards where I'm going. I put in the supercharger for Tallahassee. We'll see when we get closer if that's where I'm going or not, but let's start moving on. Onward, upward charge. All right, so I was kind of wondering what I was going to do for lunch, and as I'm driving through the Disney park, I'm going by McDonald's, so let's stop and have lunch at McDonald's. Maybe they'll have something nice. Who knows? Anyway, 15 miles, 24 minutes, 256 watt hours per mile, and yes, part of what led me here is I failed to go left failed to go left and went right instead, and I had to do a turnaround at some turnaround thing, and that's how I got here. So it may take me a while to figure this all out, but let's have lunch first. There you go. All right, well, 45 miles, an hour 8, 240 watt hours per mile. We were following some series of small roads, and I think I finally got to US 27, which sounds pretty reasonable, but still, the speed limit's 55. That's why it's 240, obviously. And you know what? I would like to get going, so I pulled onto the toll road. When I pulled onto the toll road, so I whatever, peace and harmony, just pay the toll. So when I pulled on the toll road, it was already talking about how, well, I don't know if you're going to be able to make it. Okay, yeah, it was actually saying 8%. It actually came up to 10%. So it was improving as we went. So yes, I would have made it to the charger, but I also knew that this charger was here, and I really kind of need a break anyway. So there you are. Yeehaw. All right, so it looks like we've recalculated, and we've moved our intermediate charge stop. That's good news. The bad news is Tallahassee shows it's busy, but who knows what it'll be when I get there. I will admit to you right now that I saw that it looked like it was kind of busy earlier when I looked at it, so we'll see. All right, anyway, I'm already going to arrive with 22%. I should unplug now and get going, huh? What? Okay, majority wins. One of the snappy comments that the local DJs have in the Austin area where I live. Is if the traffic's backed up on the toll road, you should get your toll back. Yep, here we are on the Florida Turnpike. Just great. Sorry, I forgot where I am. The exit said High Spring, but that's not. It's Lake City, I think. Okay, whatever. 95 miles, 1 hour and 43 long minutes, 276 watt-hours per mile. I'm for a long time it was just congestion city, and there's a bunch of people in left lane who are dedicated to blocking it. And I know there's probably some guy driving this RV who's thinking same thing about me. But you know, when you have somebody tailgating you, you need to leave more room to brake. I don't know why people don't realize that. Yes, no, it doesn't matter how many hand gestures you put up. It doesn't matter how much your wife sitting next to you is telling you to behave. The driver in front of you has to give more space. And if you're an RV, surely you can see over my roof and see the car stopping ahead of me. Duh. But what do you want? He's from Kansas. Onward, upward. Okay, there was a section of road where, I know where it is the truck inspection, the truck weigh-in. I'm guessing that the speed limit in the truck weigh-in area is probably 45. Tesla declared that 45 applied out on the highway where we got a 70 mile per hour speed zone. That's all I guess is the map data got confused about where I was or what the speed limit was. Oh, it's always fun. Okay, sorry you don't get to see it, but wait, what happened here? So I was in the 60 zone. The speed limit never was recognized going back to 70 after the construction zone, so I dialed it up to say so. And so the car, sorry. For some reason FSD doesn't always want to make that lane shift. Anyway, going back. So we're going, the speed limit's 60, I'm doing 70, and all of a sudden at one point he changed the speed limit to 50. There was no 50 sign. Oh, come on. Okay, whatever. Brake on FC off, restart FSD, everything's fine. Okay, just saw a load of Teslas going by. Hope some people are going to be happy. Okay guys, welcome to Tallahassee. 115 miles, an hour, 42 minutes, 299 watt-hours per mile. Yes, sir, Bob. It's been an interesting section. Let's get this thing going. Okay, let's try that again. I don't know. I pushed. Something happened wrong there. All right, 43 miles, 41 minutes, 298 watt-hours per mile. Just decided to stop at the rest stop to take a little break. And this one, we're curving all around. I don't even know where we are, but we're kind of far from the road, the highway. Whatever, peace and army. Let's go. I wonder if I gave him a second to think about it, and he decided to throw in Mariana just for fun. Although it says all right with 48%. That's only 10% down from where I'm now. Why do I need that? Charge him for 5 minutes? I don't know. Weird. All right, here we are in Mariana. It's just 21 miles away. I wonder what point he was going to make the decision to do this. Okay, I wonder. Anyway, 21 miles, 22 minutes, 347 watt-hours per mile. Of course, we were preconditioning. Oh, man. Okay, so reviewing, I think what it is I was going to arrive with 10% at Crestview. I mean, I'm back up to 12% already. Am I reading that right? No, 18%. Anyway, I was going to arrive it was going to have 10%, which should be plenty. But I think given every once in a while when I'm passing a vehicle, oh yeah, I'll give it a little juice. Just these guys around here, they'll kind of pass you, but then they'll kind of fall asleep and they're in the inside lane. So I've gotten to the point where I give a little juice, bam, go away from them, just to give me more room. Okay. Actually, I did that to an Audi a while back. He had passed me. Oh, okay, fine, cool, you win. But then he forgot that he was going fast and slowed down, and so I had to pass him. But in the act of me passing him, woke him up, and he started kind of competing, not directly necessarily, but kind of competing. Like, come on, okay, we gotta break this loose. Come on, okay. What I find hard to swallow is, I wonder if I hadn't made that rest stop to go take care of human needs, would he have popped up with Mariana? So it could be I'm here with Mariana because I went off the road for a mile and a half and came back a mile and a half, or however long it was. It would seem like a long ways to go whipping around. Whatever, peace and harmony. There it is. What is he saying at the moment? So with any luck, of course, Crestview's pretty far out. Oh, okay. You think so, huh? And of course, with that, you take it away. All right, so should arrive in Crestview just before 9, and with any luck, we'll make the rest stop at 9:30. Although I'm going to arrive with 24%. I didn't need this. Okay, whatever. It is time to go. So in Crestview, I'll take a fairly deep charge because, after all, the point is to be able to run camp mode overnight. So I want to make sure I have plenty of charge for that. Anyway, onward up for charge. Let's go. Uh-oh, it's too dark. FSD may be degraded because it's too dark. You have your high beams on. Come on, dude. All right, guys, welcome to Crestview, Florida. Oh my goodness gracious. 87 miles, an hour, 20 minutes, 329 watt hours per mile. Oh man, it's sucking down the juice. Oh, there's a big Taco Bell right there. Yeah, this one was kind of like, I guess I didn't turn on the right street and it threw me off. Yeah, you had to make a U-turn to come into this place. And to tell you the truth, the first right I turned on, if it had told me to turn right into this parking lot, I would have found the chargers. He just didn't tell me that. Okay, whatever. Peace and harmony. We're here. Let's get charged up and so we can move on. All right, so not that my math is very good, but I think what I have written down on paper basically tells me is that I wouldn't have made it, and we were going to have to deal with going to someplace like Mariana sooner or later. See, while I was driving, I was going to come back with a comeback like the reason why Tesla wanted me to stop in Mariana was so I get bugs in the car. Yes, I have little bugs flying around because I stopped in Mariana. Although we are in Florida Panhandle, so it's kind of expected. And Mariana is more of a more country feel, let's put it that way. Whereas Crestview is there's more development around. I'm sure The bugs are just waiting. Okay, there you go. All right, so today, man, FSD got pretty persistent there. What's strange to me is if a car passed me, that's when he'd send out the message, oh, FSD may be degraded. Because you now have a car to follow? What? I mean, he doesn't throw out the message when we're by ourselves and the cars that were around us are way up the road and the cars behind us are a pretty far distance back. That's not when he sends it up. He sends it up when a car passes me. I don't know. Now, on the other hand, I mean, he's complained off and on about the left fender camera being blocked. So maybe it takes a car coming by for you to know that it's blocked. Maybe, I don't know. I know sometimes when you use a turn signal, it will look a little like fogged up. Who knows? Something to look at. We'll see. I guess the thing that I'm wondering about. Oh, look, it's down to 266. What? Okay. What if I go to 15? 334. Okay. So yes, for a while there, we were averaging around 3 miles a kilowatt hour. Sorry. So yeah, man, Bubba. But that's just the way it is. Okay, onward, upward charge. All right, I'm not quite sure what happened there. I thought I picked the rest area in navigation, and it took me to some out of the way place. I don't know. I felt it was strange, but like, okay, maybe it might be because I saw something on the map, something about a KOA campground or something like that. Yeah, I'm not surprised they're closed already. It's 10 o'clock at night. So whatever. I said, I'm not going to stop here. Let's go on. And sure enough, here's the rest area, so I'm good. All right, 27 miles, 32 minutes, 281 watt-hours per mile. Well, actually, that's not quite so bad compared to some of the others. Okay, easy for you to say. So, coming out of Crestview, I didn't think to set the minimal lane changes on. Usually, before I have to go set it, I've started driving it, and then I go, oh, okay, I need to get that done too. Well, this time it was like, I merge onto the highway, FSD on, and he's immediately going to the inside lane. No, there's vehicles coming up in that lane to pass me. Anyway, while I was futzing with that, apparently I must got some warnings, I guess, I don't know, but I got the big red hands on the big red wheel. I don't know if that counts as a strike or not. It's one of the more serious ones. Like, fine, brake on FSD off, just drive and it turns out it's only 27 miles, so what's the difference? Peace and harmony. It happens. Okay? Dealing with all the stuff over here sometimes is a big distraction. Especially when you have to go in to autopilot and set minimal lane changes because Tesla and company don't think this is what you need. Well, I'm not California Road Rager. I don't like going into the inside lane when people are flying up on me 5, 10, 15 miles an hour faster than I'm going. That doesn't sound like a good idea. Okay, whatever. Peace and harmony. Tomorrow's another day. See, when that one drive went well, and actually there were some others that went mostly really good. You have that feeling like something is going to happen here sooner or later. Okay, there you go. Fortunately, no big issues out of it. Peace and harmony. Catch you on the flip side.